For some reason, a ridiculous number of people online are convinced that 2016 was peak life. Not necessarily the most important year or the most productive one, just like the best feeling year. The internet felt different, games felt different, music felt different, felt like everyday life somehow just felt different in general. And I think part of what made 2016 so special is that nobody realized they were living in a moment people would eventually become nostalgic for. 2016 was kind of like the perfect middle point of the internet. Social media was huge, but it didn't completely dominate everyday life yet. Algorithms weren't as aggressive, everything felt a little less corporate. YouTube especially felt more personal back then. Creators felt like random people with cameras instead of like full-on businesses. And when it came to gaming creators, 2016 had an insane mix of games. Like Minecraft was still huge, Overwatch was exploding. I think Pokemon Go actually was just becoming like a global phenomenon. Think about it, people were outside walking around catching Pokemon together. That honestly sounds fake now, but it genuinely happened. Even multiplayer gaming felt more social back then somehow. Like people used game chat more, it felt like. Friend groups stayed online for hours and hours. Gaming felt like less optimized and less competitive all the time. People played games more because they were fun, not because they were trying to become content creators or ranked grinders. And it wasn't just gaming creators, even people that reacted to music or reacted to videos. Like, it was all different back then. Like, people that reacted to music had a different identity back then. Like, you hear certain songs from that year and instantly get transported back to that time. And I think part of that is because music still felt more shared back then in a way. Like, everybody knew the same songs. Streaming existed, but culture hadn't become completely fragmented yet. Like, there were songs you could literally not escape during 2016, and somehow that made the year feel more connected. Music trends, video trends, just trends in general felt more organic. One thing people miss about older internet culture is that trends felt less kind of engineered. Things became popular because people genuinely found them funny or interesting, not because some algorithm forced it on everybody's feed. Vine humor, challenge videos, random memes, it all felt chaotic and spontaneous. I feel like nowadays trends often feel more like manufactured before they even begin to take off. The internet became more efficient, but it also became less surprising, I think is the word I would use for that. This is kind of hard to explain also, but a lot of people feel like the atmosphere of the internet in general as a whole changed after 2016. Things became more argumentative, more political. Like, in 2016, people were obviously still arguing online, but it didn't feel as overwhelming as it does now. The internet still felt like an escape instead of a stress machine, and I think people miss that feeling more than they actually realize. To be fair though, a part of this is probably just nostalgia. I mean, a lot of people who missed 2016 were younger back then. There was less responsibility, less stress, you had school summers, late night gaming, you were probably hanging out with friends constantly. So when people say 2016 was amazing, sometimes what they really mean is I miss who I was during that time. And honestly, that's a huge part of nostalgia in general. I think the weirdest thing about good eras like that is that you never realize they're the good old days while they're actually happening. Nobody in 2016 was walking around thinking like, oh yeah, I'm really gonna miss this year in 10 years. It just felt normal at the time, and I think that's what makes nostalgia so powerful. You never know which moments will become memories people desperately wish they could revisit someday. Maybe 2016 wasn't actually the greatest year ever. Maybe every generation has a year that feels magical in hindsight, but there really was something unique about that time period. It felt like the last moment before the internet became completely different. And even if life wasn't perfect back then, a lot of people still miss the feeling of it.